pan. Usually, yeah. Well, with lasagna, right? You can make it as small as you want or as big as you want. We gave you one for like a nice size, but I'm gonna make a bigger size because I need it for the employees here because I feed them too. We got our cottage cheese. We have our mozzarella. Mozzarella, oh my gosh, in lasagna is a must, okay? Anything like that's, I don't know, I like white cheese. Parmesan. For me personally, I like, have you ever gone to the store and had bricks of Parmesan? You'll notice the difference, the taste and everything else. This is still pretty good, but I prefer freshly grated Parmesan, the best on pasta. And then we have, of course, our spray because we got to spray our pans. And a must is your Italian seasoning. And so we gave you guys these little Italian seasonings. Let's see what else. We actually ordered you guys small ones of these. They were too small, so I had to give you guys bigger ones. But we got our marinara sauce or a pasta sauce. Any pasta sauce pretty much works. I like a marinara because I find it's more sweeter. And I love these oven baked lasagna noodles. They're the easiest things ever because you know what happens when you have to boil your lasagna noodles? Oh, that's so ridiculous. I used to hate it because you'd have to peel them apart. It was just too much for me. So the oven baked ones are the way to go. So that's what I like. And I think that's pretty much it because this one is just going to be simple and basic. Later on, you can always add your own stuff. All it is, it's layers. So if you wanted to add spinach, you could add spinach to it. Anything you want to it. Vegetables, you can make it all vegetarian. You can do any kind of meat. So today we gave you turkey meat, or you could use beef meat, whatever meat you choose. Or like I said, you could do vegetarian. So I'm gonna spray my pan first. So here we go. These things are great. They're so good for if you don't want things to stick. And you just coat your stuff because I don't like when stuff stick to my pan. So what I like to do is spray my pans all the time. And you know, funny enough, these things work better than anything I've ever tried. So I did make my sauce prior to this, just because it's a lot of time consuming, especially when we're frying up the meat. But turkey meat is actually really good because it's light, it's lean, and it's easy to digest. So if you have digestional problems, turkey is a really good alternative. And like I said, it's healthy, right? So for me, I'm going to follow these lovely instructions, even though I'm only going to follow these instructions because these are the same instructions that you guys got, right? But normally,
I don't think I got instructions.
You didn't get instructions?
I sent
you. Jeez.
We sent you the PDF.
But you know what?
PDF, and I have it.
Okay.
Awesome.
The great thing for me, I'll tell you something. I'm a visual learner, so show me something once and I can do it with my eyes closed. That's how I learn. I'm not a person that sits there and when all this information is coming at me, I'll just be like, what? So as long as you show me one time, boom, I can get it. So that's one thing about me, fun fact. And today is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
I thought I'd throw that out there.
Whoa!
Right? I'm a good 42 years old today.
Awesome.
So, yes. So I made
congratulations.
Yeah, okay. So first and foremost, you always have to put your sauce at the bottom because you don't want your noodles to stick, okay?
Oh wait, Chrissy, before you do, could you go through how you made the meat sauce? So
yeah.
The steps to take for that.
Oh, I just had a surprise come in here. My daughter came in. Just come and quickly say hello. You're not supposed to be here, but hey, with my
Oh.
special guest. Hello, hi everybody. My daughter Sienna, and look what she brought me. Oh my God, sorry guys. Sorry.
Aww.
Got some flowers. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. She brought me lunch even though I'm doing a cooking show. Guys, I didn't know. Yeah. I'm gonna read after. Give me a hug. And this is her lovely girlfriend, Jaysha. Hi. So, okay, guys. Get out of here. Okay, thank you. I left with everybody else. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, love you guys. Bye. See ya. Sorry about that again. Oh, lift up the door. No. The bottom handle. Lift up. Push up. Push up. No, up. Lift up the handle. Turn the handle up. There you go.
They got locked in.
Just close the door behind you.
Like they don't want to leave.
No.
Flowers. Thank you guys. Oh my God. I feel so special.
Aw.
I feel so special all week. Oh my God. I'm just so happy. Okay, so how I did it was I like to fry my like however you would make spaghetti sauce. That's basically how you would make your sauce. But one thing I like to do is I like to make it more saucy than meaty, just because when you use the oven ready noodles, you need it to be more saucy because those noodles need to suck up the liquid that's going in there, right? So you just fry it up, and if you'd like, you can add your onions or garlic and peppers, whatever you want. However you want to do it, that's what you're gonna do. Just do it and then just fry it all up, and it'll be perfect. Right, there you go. So I did make my sauce. It's a bit big. So I'll bring it over here. Woo, almost lost it. So I like lots of sauce. So if we didn't give you enough sauce, don't be scared to add more sauce, okay? If you happen to have it in your house, don't be scared. So coat your bottom with sauce. Coat it, don't be scared.
Did you use all 4 pounds of the turkey meat?
Pardon me?
Did you use all 4 pounds of the turkey meat?
No.
Okay.
That was a lot of turkey meat we gave you. So you can make many things with it. You can do.
Okay, I was like, that's a lot for a lasagna, and I've never made lasagna, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you know what? If you'd made spaghetti for your household, then you're good to go.
Okay.
Honestly, you are good, right? But I always say when you do lasagna, I don't know. It depends on you, what you like to do, what you'd like to do, what kind of sauce you like. It's entirely up to you. So here we go. We got these lovely noodles right here. See how they're nice, and so they're so much better. So what you're gonna do is, let's see if we can adjust.
Do you have
my
to boil
camera.
them? Do you have to boil the noodles before, Chris, or just leave them?
No, the oven ready ones, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Are those oven ready noodles the ones that we gave?
Huh?
Are those oven ready, or? I feel like those are the ones where we have to boil.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think so. But you know what? I'm sure it's gonna work.
yeah.
Boil it. I'm gonna try it with I'm gonna try it this way. But
Okay.
you know what? The oven ready ones come exactly like this.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Just to be on the safe side for you guys, just try the directions on the back of the box. It'll tell you exactly what to do, and you're okay. So you're gonna place your layers down because, like I said, the oven readies, they're exactly the same thing. That's why I say you require a lot of sauce, and then you just break it up. Now you can buy them. So the good thing about it, some people think lasagna is so expensive to make. It really isn't. The most expensive thing I think is the cheese, depending how much cheese you want. cottage cheese, these are like about what, $2-3, and then you just need a bag of lasagna. So it should cost you about $10 to $12 to make a family size lasagna. Okay, so once you have your first layer on, you are going to add more sauce. I hope you guys can see. Can you guys see?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So let's see here. Spread it. Okay, so in this, what do you call this thing? The cottage cheese has to be mixed. So let's put this over here for a second. Sure, it's not gonna hurt. Okay, so I believe we have to mix the cottage cheese. So have you guys ever had cottage cheese before? A cottage cheese is actually pretty good.
I've
So-
seen them in like desserts. A lot of people use cottage cheese for desserts.
Yeah.
I'm a
lot
fan of like the
people use it.
savory kind of cottage cheese.
Yeah, it's so good with fruits, peaches, you name it. That's what it's good with. So right now we're going to combine our cottage cheese, which this recipe requires, let's see, where are you at? 1.5 cups. So this is about 2 cups. This is 500? Yeah, 500. So this is 2 cups. So I'm just gonna add that. I'm gonna add it all. So 500 grams is 2 cups because 250 grams are, what do you call it? 250 grams is 1 cup. So if you guys don't know like measurements, just ask Google. Google will tell you.
Yeah.
You're gonna add 1 teaspoon of your Italian. Ding, 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 ding. That's actually, well, I'll just put the whole thing in. That's what I like to do. Like I said, it just depends on you and your taste, right? You don't have to add salt and pepper, but you can if you'd like. And then we need our Parmesan. So there we go. There's our Parmesan. We have our measuring cup. Dum, dum, dum. And for that, we need 1/4 cup shredded Parmesan, but we could use this Parmesan. It's still fine. Let's see, 1/4 cup. Here we go. We're gonna add, okay. Who can't go wrong with Parmesan, right? Oh my goodness. So we're gonna add 2 because I'm making a big, and I always do this. I add for good luck. People used to always laugh at me when I would cook at the restaurant because they'd be like, what are you doing? I said, I'm cooking for good luck. Like I always add for luck, even though the recipe always calls for it. So you're gonna mix your cheeses together. So it's gonna look nice and yummy.
Goopy.
Yes. What happened? Did I do something? Oh, okay. So we're gonna mix up. There we go. So now this layer, first layer, is you're gonna add your cheese. You're gonna just put it right on top. Don't be scared. Don't be scared if it mixes up together, okay? It's fine, because it's all going in one place. Right? There we go. So sometimes, like I said, you would add more, my noodles. Where's my brain today? My brain is on fire here. Okay, there we go. Okay. So then you're gonna add another layer of noodles. So like I said, you can add spinach. If you have frozen spinach or raw spinach, you can layer it there. Spinach with it is so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then you just pile it back on top. Like I said, I'm making a nice big one for the staff because I know the staff here like to eat, and everyone's like, oh, you're making lasagna today? I said, yes, I'm making lasagna today. which is totally fine.
I told that
And
to
then-
my 13-year-old. I showed him the pan. He's like, yes, make that today. Don't make that big pan. I eat that.
Right, there you go. And you know what? Lasagna, it depends on the layers. How much layers you want, right? You know, like when you cook, especially in the oven, when things are cooked, this would take about 40 minutes in the oven. It does say 20 minutes, but if you're already doing cooked noodles, like the recipe says, then you can put it in for less time when the noodles are in there. Because basically you just want to melt all the cheeses. So I'm going to add some mozzarella. Gotta love it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Who doesn't like a cheesy thing? Right, there we go. There
So
you
you
go.
just put a layer of your cheese mixture and then put noodles and sauce on?
Yeah, you just keep layering it however you like it. That's the thing about lasagna. It's so easy.
There's really no right or wrong way to do it.
Yeah, you can't miss it. You know, you go as big as you want. You know what I mean? That's just it.
And that's the thing, like it's all a learning experience too. So if you've made a lasagna in the past and it didn't turn out the way you like, you know, maybe just alter your ingredients of what suits your taste buds better. But the kitchen, this is comfort food. It's meant to make you feel good about yourself and the people around you as well. So
Exactly.
it's always a thumbs up for trying for trying new things.
Always. I love trying new
Not
things.
yet, but I've always wanted to make my own.
Yeah, and you know what? When you make your own, it always tastes better.
Well, you get more quantity as well, because Nathan or Liam would take some for his lunch tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, exactly. My daughter would love this.
Yeah,
So I'll
for
probably
school.
bring her home a slice. She'd be like, "Oh yes, mommy, bring this home." So I'm just gonna throw in all the rest of it. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Throw it in there. If you like it, throw it in there. That's the best thing to do. But if you run out of sauce, don't be scared to use more sauce. And the great thing about it is that when you make your sauce on the stove and you find you're getting low, because just add another thing of sauce and you'll be fine. See that?
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh,
I think
geez.
I read on the internet that if you have those non-oven ready noodles, you could like add a half a cup of water at the top just so that the noodles could kind of.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try that.
We're just trying all the new things today.
Yes, why not? That's the way to do it, man. Just try it and go from there, because
Yeah, so maybe put a cup of water at the top.
we'll do that for sure. See that one right there so far, and I'm almost filled this whole pan, right? Is only one box. So I could have stopped right there, but I want to do one more layer because that's just me. So this will be my final layer. And so there we go. Boom, boom, boom. You see, and things like pop out on the side. That's fine if it pops out on the side. I'm gonna drop it up like that. And then I'm gonna add the remaining of my sauce. And the top layer, like I said, doesn't even need the other stuff. So there we go. It's so yummy. Oh my goodness. I'm hungry. I only had a muffin for breakfast.
Well, now you have your birthday lunch today too.
I know that I'm making.
I went and got free fries since I had no water.
And then just layer it back on your cheese.
They look so good. I can't wait to make mine.
There we go. And then she said to add water because just in case. But the amount of sauce that I put in there, I think I should be okay.
Yeah, they said if like the watery, it depends on your sauce, but Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like if your sauce is, you know, when I was saying always make your sauce like a bit watery, just because of those oven noodles need that extra moisture. And I wouldn't put it right on top. I would just put it on the edges.
Yeah, on the sides. Just
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Just to avoid those cracky ends.
Oh yeah, that too, right? Especially with your lasagna. So don't be scared. Just push it down. That's fine. And you don't have to mix it because it's all gonna mix anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna get evaporated into the noodles and
No, you're
the whole
doing
shebang.
so good. That looks so good, Chris. I wish I was there.
I know, right? Oh, too bad. So sad.
Too bad.
Next time.
Yeah.
So with lasagna, I definitely I would like, so that would be it. You see how there's a little bit of water there on the edges? Can you guys see it? You'll see it's not really mixed in, but that's okay. Like I said, it's gonna evaporate. And just throw some Parmesan on there, why not? And throw more Parmesan on it after.
I mean, this definitely won't be the best recipe if you are lactose intolerant, but
Yeah, if you're lactose intolerant, too bad. Don't eat it.
well, there is like vegan cheese, vegan dairy-free cheese. I don't know if it tastes the same, but
Yeah, and then you want to have your parsley for
you
garnish.
definitely received more parsley than needed for this.
And I was laughing. I'm gonna give away that parsley for grocery support tomorrow. So tomorrow for grocery support, we have a Three Sisters soup, and we're doing popcorn, honey butter popcorn.
Ooh,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
not getting groceries, but can I just come get that bag of stuff?
Yeah, for sure. Don't be, yeah, definitely
I know
come
it's
and
not
get
your
it.
grocery support when I really need it, but I really love your kits. Like I really love the bean thing. I ate that for 3 days by myself. The kids were like, "Why are you eating it?" I'm like, "It's so good."
It was, wasn't it? Everybody loved that bean salad. And I was like, or a bean salsa. It was so good. But you know what I did with that bean salsa? So there it is. So we're gonna pop this. I'm gonna pop this into my, oh, we have to cover it. So, because you don't want to burn it, right? Loved it. But you know what I did with that bean salad is I added, sorry, let me see my face here. Guys, I feel like I'm not talking to anybody. There we go. The bean salad, if you still have the recipe, what I did was I added a little bit of vinegar to get that little zing in there because it was so good. And I just loved it. Even without the vinegar, it's still pretty good. But I added a little bit of vinegar because most salsas require a vinegar. So I just said, oh, I'm gonna add some vinegar because I like that zing in my little brain somewhere. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven. So you're gonna set your oven to 350. Boy. Actually, one moment. I'm gonna put this on a tray. So you don't get a messy oven. I always like to put stuff on a tray. So it really helps.
While we wait, I'm actually gonna put the recipe on the chat as well that we could use for later. But I love how we're using all of our 5 senses, you know, like we can visually see, I guess reading is seeing too. But then when we're actually making it, we're smelling it, we're feeling it. So
Yeah,
all
a lot of
I can't wait to have water again.
I know. What a day to not have water.
Well, they did it yesterday and today.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. So when you pull it out, your lasagna should be like, woo. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ever like call us in the kitchen here when you're making something. Like if you guys know the center number, you can definitely call the center. My extension is 202. If you ever have any questions about a recipe, or just you're having an issue with something that you made and you want to fix it, just don't hesitate to call, because sometimes I've made a mistake where, let's say at home, have you ever guys made food and you find it was so salty? You added too much salt and you're like, it's gross.
I don't cook with
Okay. If you don't, if for us, like I'll add a little bit of salt, but if I added too much, like at home or something, what I do is either I add more water if it's a soup, but if it's like a stew or something, I'll just sprinkle like a teaspoon of sugar in there or a tablespoon of sugar, and then it balances out the salt, and then it won't be so salty. So it really, like, if you think you've ruined your pot because of the salt, just add a little bit of sugar, and then boom, you'll be like, whoa, that stuff is amazing. You'll think it tastes even better. Probably because of the sugar, but we shouldn't try to, right? Try your best to use little salt.
I have a quick question. Someone gave me like 5 sweet potatoes, and I've never done anything with sweet potatoes. Do you have any ideas what I can do with them? Like, I've never fed them to the kids, but.
Oh, for sweet potatoes, easy thing. Kids will love it. Just chop it up in pieces, peel it, or you can scrub the skin really good. Cut them into cubes or into wedges. Put some oil on it. If you have virgin olive oil, put some virgin olive oil on it, and or whatever oil you have. And then you add seasoning on it. So you could do garlic powder, onion powder, even Italian seasoning, Cajun seasoning, anything. And then you mix it all up together, and then you just bake it in the oven.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's so good. Oh my gosh, so good. You could do that with potatoes too.
I'll be right back.
She's like, I'm gonna do it right now.
Right? I'm gonna do it right now. So with this recipe, I didn't add the salt because I had made the sauce already. So it wasn't that bad. Oh, butternut squash. Oh, there you go. That stuff is so good. You could do a Three Sisters soup with that.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if it was a butternut, because I thought it was the round one, the green ones was butternut.
Oh no, that one's a butternut squash. That's what I used to make Three Sisters.
Brown sugar on it or something?
Yeah, you could just peel it with like you know those peelers for potatoes and carrots? That's how easy they peel. You just peel it, cut it in half. You can throw them in soups. You can bake it. It's entirely up to you. It's the easiest thing to do. But for Three Sisters, that's what I like to use.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So tomorrow for lunch, I will be making Three Sisters soup. But with the Three Sisters soup, I'm going to be using frozen veggies because that's all I have. So I tried to order fresh squash, but I couldn't get it. So I order what I have, and that's it. So hopefully the recipe is good for you guys that you'd like tomorrow with the Three Sisters soup. So normally I would make it with simple ingredients. So where I was at before, we would actually blanch our corn, freeze our corn for the year. So we would just take the corn from the freezer, and we'll have all the juices from the corn, and then we would make our corn soup like that. So our Three Sisters. So I'm trying to, with my recipe that I'm sending out tomorrow, will be as similar as I can get it to the way it was before. So yeah, because I'm not a big fan of you know, broths, because there's a lot of salt in them. So you make your own broth with the veggies. So veggie broth, it's the easiest thing to make. Just boil veggies until they're boiled, you know. And if you want chicken broth, you throw your bones in there, and there you go. You know, all it is bones and water, or veggies and water. So yeah.
Awesome. So while we wait, or for the remaining of this workshop, wanted to share 3 tips for the lasagna. So in terms of prepping, you can actually prep the meat sauce and cottage cheese mixture up to 3 days before you actually make the stuff. Like Chrissy said, she made the meat sauce prior to today. So that's definitely a good way to save time. You can assemble the lasagna ahead of time. Do not bake. You can keep it up to the fridge for up to 3 days. And when you're ready to serve, you can put it into the oven, and you can also put it in the freezer after, and then you can like make it next time as well. So many different ways to save money, save time, and just save those little delicious comfort food for another time. Definitely a great way to do. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And you could always freeze it after you cooked it too, right? So have your
Mm-hmm.
little containers. Don't be scared to freeze your food. It's fine. You know, so after it's cooked, you know, you have it for at least 2 hours out, but put it away right away as much as possible if you can. And just freeze it up after if you don't want to waste it and stuff like that, right? So
Yeah. You know what we do want? If you do end up completing this kit, then we would love to see a picture of it. And if you can email it to me, that would be
yeah, that would be great.
appreciative. We just want to see like your work put into that. I'll be happy to follow up. Chris, is there any more kits left or no?
I think I have one more. I think I have one more kit or
One
two
more?
more kits.
I'm
Hold on, let me
wondering.
see. I have 2 more kits.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking is because we have Abigail here. Hi, Abigail. I'm Josanne, and then this is Christina. Welcome. So I know that you registered a little bit later. We actually have a kit available for pickup. So if you're open to it, if you're in the city, I would love to connect with you through email or through text message to try to arrange the time. Hopefully, if you're open to that, you can pick up the kit and do the recipe yourself.
Yep. Actually, I picked it up yesterday.
Oh, you did pick it up
Yeah,
yesterday. Okay. Okay,
Awesome.
perfect. That's
Yep.
awesome. Okay, so now that we have that set, we're good to go. But thank you so much for coming.
No problem.
Yeah. Is there anything else, Chris, or are we good?
I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, send like Josanne said, send pictures, put it on a plate, make it look beautiful. Show us your food, show us what it looks like. We'd love to see it, you
I
know,
really want to start
and
building this
or have a
community.
picture with you and your food, like, so delicious. You know,
Yeah.
we'd love to see it. We love to see people happy, especially when it comes to food and the community and the ladies that we get to see here. Right? I miss everybody, and you know, it's nice to see people and new faces, and yeah, these Zoom calls, they're amazing. So we get to really interact more. But we're also going to be doing sorry, I don't know if I can promote this one, but I'm
Go
doing
ahead,
one. I'm doing scone dogs, I think next week Thursday. If you want to tune in, I think that will be on Facebook. So I will go through how to make the fry bread, how to roll your hot dogs. Let me see what else, and how to fry them, and how you want nice fluffy fry bread. You know, like who doesn't love fry bread? I don't eat it that often, just because it's fry bread, and oh man. But I said this time I'm gonna have it. I have it a couple times a year, right? So I'm definitely going to do that next week, Thursday. So I believe we'll be on Facebook for that one because it's just basically a demo. So if you want to look it up, I think it'll be on our website, or you can email Pauline at Pomatsuin. I don't know how to spell it. Do you know how to spell it, Josanne? Do you have
I'll
it?
find it, or I'll put it in the chat.
I know it's PIIM something.
It's
Right?
so
It's very long. The Pomatsuin program. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I have
we'll
it.
be doing that.
I'll put it on the chat.
Yeah, scone dogs are fun. They're so delicious. So after you make them, you can even dip them in chili. You can open them, put cheese in it. You have mustard, ketchup, all kind of things. So
Can you use that for dessert too? Like once you have the fried bread, could you like drizzle
oh,
chocolate
fry
stuff in
bread,
there?
yeah. And like I said, with this fry bread, right? Because it's such a staple, it actually is from the South, from the Navajos. The Navajos are the ones who actually brought out the fry bread because that's what they were given. And then when they did the travel to head north, that's what they basically survived on. So there's a long story on the fry bread and why it's such a major staple within the Aboriginal community or First Nations community. There's so much that can be said about fry bread. There's so many ways to make fry bread. Um, the way that the Navajos do it is very amazing. I love it. Everybody has their way of making it. Everybody likes their textures different. I do mine different. It just depends on where you're from. That's like bannock, right? Bannock will be made differently depending on where you're from. And bannock is also they call it what scone, right? Because bannock is actually traditionally Scottish. So the Scottish brought it over for us and to learn how to make it. But I'm sure our people made breads, but with grains and stuff like that, because that's what we had here, right? So, but we were given the flour and sugar and all these things. So the white stuff. So that's why we ended up with bannock. And yeah, it's such a cool history. So definitely look up the story of bannock and where it came from. Fry bread. So like with fry bread, like I said, both of them, fry bread or baked, you can have it for dinner or you can have it as a dessert. So with the fry bread, when you fry it, you can have it with you can put jam on it, or if you have a sauce that you like to make, you can put any kind of sauce on it with some ice cream, almost like a funnel cake, but better, right? Because it's fry bread.
We've done it where we
So,
put it in
and
cinnamon and sugar after, like a churro or something after. Just put it in the
right, and we usually make it with our fry bread, which everybody I'm sure has tried, is Indian tacos. Has everybody had an Indian taco here? Jasan, yeah? Okay.
You made it for me.
Tacos are amazing. Like I love them. Oh my gosh, there's so many toppings that you can have on an Indian taco. Those are so good because every powwow has it. You cannot go to a powwow anywhere in the world and not have an Indian taco. If they don't have an Indian taco, something's wrong. I don't know. But it'll be like, hey, what are you doing?
That happened with
taco
summer
going.
and that's exactly what I said. I came here for the Indian tacos. Where
Exactly.
are the tacos?
People go to powwow
Flip
specifically
table.
for Indian tacos. Yes. Yes. It's like I'm getting an Indian taco. It's like you know how to make it, but it's always better when somebody else makes it, right? All the time. And even though yours is delicious, somebody else makes it, you're like, oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. So yeah. Yeah, that's so fry bread. So we're gonna make scone dogs next week, or some people call them pogos or whatever. It's native version of it, of a pogo stick kind of thing. So yeah, it's gonna be absolutely delicious and yummy, and that's what everybody's having next week.
Aw, okay. Well, yeah, check our social media accounts to get up to date with the workshops that we have coming up. And I want to take this time to thank you all for coming and to try new things and to share the love of food that we all have in this space. Despite like COVID and the conditions out there, we're still finding different ways to connect. And I really appreciate you all. And yeah, we're gonna let Chrissy enjoy her birthday lunch.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
And my flowers. I can't wait to look at my flowers. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Aw, okay.
Excited.
Okay,
I've been
well,
so
everyone, yeah, we're gonna cut it short. And let Chrissy do her thing, and everyone have a great Thursday. We'll see you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Don't forget
If you're
the
Thank
pictures.
you.
and the
Okay.
pictures, please send me pictures.
Yep.
Waiting.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.